Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But you guys know we're going to be talking about Jasmy, strictly talking about, the price, of course, what are some next targets we could be looking at, and what my personal thoughts are. Thank you to each and every one of you guys for showing tremendous amount of love on each and every one of the videos that I've been putting, and the feedback. The feedback is the most important thing. As you guys know, I keep it 100% neutral, and a lot of people appreciate that. None of the fake, over exaggerated stuff. What I see is what I will communicate. If I see some red flags, I will tell you guys that. And so far, as far as the price is concerned, you guys know I've been talking about some specific targets for Jasmy that actually did end up becoming true. So let's take a step further and take a look at what's happening with Jasmy, and of course what is yet to come. So before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So looking at the broader market right now, you are seeing Jasmy, Caspa, Not, Brett. These are some of the coins that are pretty much outpacing everything right now in terms of the top 100 coins. And Jasmy and Caspa are really having a lot of momentum on their side. Let's give you guys just a quick reminder, because a lot of people do tend to forget this, but Jasmy is up 50% on the weekly time frame, and this Not token is up 232%. I don't know anything about it. I know a lot of people kind of filled me in as to what this coin is all about. It has something to do with Telegram, but I will do my deep dive into this one as well. And just on the monthly time frame, just a quick reminder for everyone that Jasmy is up 114%. But let's take a look at the price. So almost 4 cents right now, almost 4 cents. We know, without even looking at the chart, as you guys know, without even looking at the chart, I know where the price of Jasmy currently is sitting and where it's facing a little bit of resistance. But when I pull out the charts for you guys, that's obviously when things will make more sense. But 4 cents, pretty much up 16% over the past 24 hours in USD, Bitcoin, and Ethereum comparative. And will you look at that, the market valuation for Jasmy is almost at $2 billion. And the 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at $247.7 million. So as far as the price is concerned, guys, it's looking amazing. A reason why I say the word amazing is because of the fact that, we're seeing overall market seeing a lag, but you're seeing these coins pumping up quite a bit. And this shows that there's a lot of excitement, a lot of FOMO for Jasmy. And, we did see some big YouTubers also mention Jasmy. Of course, that is bringing in a lot of attention. But aside from the YouTube side of things, there's obviously that massive news that is really making more and more people that were on the sidelines actually, reconsider their positions into Jasmy. And that has been happening based on what the information that I'm seeing from my viewers and as well on crypto Twitter. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So dominance has gone up quite a bit, sitting at about 54.6%. Reason being, we did see the leader of the market, which is Bitcoin, going back above $70,000, which is amazing stuff. Of course, Bitcoin going up to that 70K mark did cause the dominance to go up, and that kind of is making a lot of sense as to why you're seeing quite a bit of red across the board, but nothing major. You're not seeing major coins bleeding quite a bit. It's just minor pullbacks, but that is something that's worthwhile noting. But Bitcoin is setting itself up in a great way, and this kind of gives me an indication that we will see more highs for BTC in the upcoming days ahead of us. But if you're looking at our good old friend Jasmy right now, we're seeing a double top. So what I mean by that is a double retest at that exact resistance at 4 cents. We know that 4 cents resistance. We spoke about this, and you can see this for yourself. We're about to retest that once again. We do have some resistance coming in the way just below that 4 cents, where we're currently finding a little bit of a hard time. But maybe after this video is live, we could see Jasmy actually sitting above this range, and we could see Jasmy sitting at a new yearly high, which will be insanely exciting, to say the least. But let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go back down memory lane to really understand the price on a closer time frame, to see some targets. So basically, as I've said to you guys before, my targets have, not switched. You can see this for yourself, resistance coming in the way. That's where we're finding ourselves currently sitting. But the main, target is around that 4.06 cents. And again, a huge resistance. That is a resistance where I expect we might see a little bit of a rejection. But if this is able to clear out, guys, off we go to the main target at 5 cents, and let that sink in. No one could have ever imagined that we will see Jasmy retesting 5 cents, let alone where it's currently sitting at. But this is what happens when you actually believe in a project. You do your due diligence and research. You understand the risk factors involved, because of course around this level, let's face it, around this zone, anyone that was accumulating Jasmy, of course there was listing announcements which weren't the best. Binance put it in the watch zone, which means they could delist it. There's a chance that Jasmy could be delisted, but now I think they could potentially switch that. And as of now, that's also a great plus point that could be added on the current price. What I mean by that is, let's say Binance were to reevaluate their situation on Jasmy. Remember, Jasmy has massive liquidity. It has massive liquidity. Pretty much all the centralized exchanges, the big ones that we trade on, to buy cryptocurrencies, they have Jasmy listed. That itself is a huge plus point. But currently, Binance has it on the I think watch zone. I think if they reevaluate and if they were to even make the announcement that they have removed it off of that zone, just let alone by that price itself, I think we could see a push in Jasmy's price, because that would be a huge statement. At the end of the day, Binance is the biggest centralized exchange out there, in my opinion. I know some people are going to come out and say on Coinbase, but I think there's nothing that gets bigger than Binance itself. So that's how I'm currently analyzing the stuff. There's a lot of good things that could align for the price of Jasmy, which could push Jasmy up to levels that no one could have imagined. But basically, going back to what I said, anyone that was accumulating Jazz below this zone are the real holders or the real believers. Because around here, guys, the amount of FUD, and let's face it, the FUD that was revolving around here was good FUD to have. And, the questions that people were asking, great questions to be asking, because there are some things around that time that were not kind of adding up, but due to some announcements during the bull market, that's really bringing a lot of attention. But remember, in a bull market, everything seems to be good. Every project just becomes like the best project. You really want to see what a project strength is in a bear market. I've said this so many times, and I'll say that again, but so far so good. If we're able to clear out of this, guys, I think we could be setting a new yearly high in just the next few hours ahead of us. Looking at the hourly time frame, you can see this for yourself. The yearly high double retest can make this up, and if we're able to break out of here, as mentioned, we could be seeing some of these targets that we have discussed. Could potentially even see a 5 cent Jasmy, and that is if you want to see how far we are from a 5 cents Jazz, that's a 26.25% move. So if Bitcoin is able to break into the 72K range, that could become a reality. But let's take it one step at a time. Obviously, time is only going to tell. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.